Name is William Rowland. I work for Melisa's Rainbow Car Wash. I've been in the industry for probably 15, 16 years. Been in Alabama at this location. We've been open for 4 years. The box was installed when we first opened 4 years ago. We're washing about 20 to 2,500 cars a month. Today we're washing around 4,500 to 5,000 cars a month. And the power bill's really stayed about the same. And it's been rate increases along the way as well. The motors that we run in the back, we run a bunch of different horsepowers. We've had some surges that have come through that have actually blown the transformer out back, the bayonet fuses in the transformer, that have had zero effect on our motors and our ability to run. So it's done amazing things, you know, just to keep us running and to save the equipment when we do have power surges like that. When it comes to big power draw items, we do run 7 15 horsepower dryers. Those take a massive load. And when they're all running, they will run, matter of fact, I had to check it the other day for some stuff, they're running at about 10 amps on a 480 service. So the actual draw that they have, everything's harmonic, all the amperages are the same, and the actual draw that they have is way down for what it needs to be. The air compressor, you know, it's a pretty big draw when it's running. It's gonna hit hard to start up, and it's gonna run for a little bit. And I've had the compressors in here for 4 years, and as a matter of fact, it's a used compressor that we've been using here. It stays cool, it runs great. Everything seems to, you know, everything runs good. With the maintenance that is usually required in a situation like this with the different motors, when it comes to motors burning out, when it comes to just general maintenance of them, in this location for the last 4 years versus other locations where I have worked in the past, the maintenance is almost nil here when it comes down to it. We don't have to do it as often. You know, maybe as opposed to once a month when we did it at the other locations, we're now every 6 months to 9 months doing that kind of maintenance, and it's just saved us all kinds of time. The life of the motors has lasted, you know, a lot longer. I've yet to replace a motor in the last 4 years in here, whereas at other locations, you know, sometimes I'm replacing the motor once every 2 years or once every year, depending on the application that the motor's in. One of the great things about it is when we can monitor it. We can monitor from off-site and off-location to see, you know, how it's running, what it's doing. We can pull reports from before, or we can see live time of what it's doing, and you know, just make sure everything's on the up and up with it, and make sure that everything's running good. We're actually in the process right now of building a location 15 miles from here that there's just no way in the world we would open it without one of these boxes in there.